I was about to do that to my hair too, but
Oh, yeah.
it's in a bun. I always do that when my hair is up, and I was like,
let me just pull apart my bun. Oh my goodness.
happy Monday for us, weekend for you. Hello.
Yes. First weekend in March. Can you believe we're in March already?
I know.
Girl.
It's crazy. My mom's birthday is Wednesday.
Oh. I hope
So.
you're just doing dinner, not a present. Oh, just kidding.
we're gonna have a good time. We're a good time. But
Okay, good.
We'll talk about it after we roll this intro. So this weekend.
Okay.
So this weekend we're doing like a whole like game. We like to play games. Mm-hmm. So we're doing like the Sherlock Holmes, like solving a murder mystery thing. Yeah, it's kind of fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have I forget what the restaurant's name is, but we're gonna have Mexican food. It's gonna be yummy.
Oh hell yeah! Someone else making your food? Any day of the week.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah!
Oh hell baby!
Yeah. As much as we love to make our own like Hispanic food, we'll let somebody else make it for us. We're too lazy.
I thought you were gonna say in general for both of us, as much as we like to make our own food. I was like, nah, girl, I don't like cooking. I do it because I have to save money.
I know, right?
Yep.
I just make like the easiest. So I make like the easiest food ever, which is like usually like pasta, and then I eat that for like the whole week.
Yes.
And then I freeze the rest.
I am on a constant rotation of like soy curl tacos, quesadillas, pasta, and sometimes I'll throw in like a rice bowl. That's usually my little gamut. So, and tonight was pasta, and then I made more so I could meal prep for the rest of the week because I didn't go grocery shopping. So really, all I have is pasta. So I'm like, well, that's my lunches.
I made like a vegan pizza, so that's what I had.
Hell yeah.
Dairy free. Hell yeah.
I live off of frozen instant pizzas as well. Normally at work though, not at home.
Well, I made it yesterday because I was like really tired. And I literally, Dre and I talked about this. We did nothing. We both watched she watched Hulu and I watched Netflix. We literally did nothing. And so I was like, I really don't want to cook. So I just threw in a pizza.
That you use the Dia one? Yeah. Yeah, they I like words. They make like the pepperoni one, but it's like meatless. You know what I'm talking about.
I had the Meat Lovers one too.
What?
That's actually the one I had.
Oh shit! Yeah, I thought you usually got the fire roasted vegetable.
I do, but I words as well. I bought the Meat Lover one. Meat Lover.
Quote meat.
Quote meat lover.
Yeah. No, that shit.
Spicing it up.
Slaps.
It's so good. So good. So good. 10 out of 10. So good.
10 out of 10. Every weekend, if I could. That's fun. Epitome of health we are.
I know. People at work, they're like, Katie, you eat so well. I'm like, it's not my choice.
It's not.
If I could, I would sit. I mean, there are alternatives, but if I could eat Ben and Jerry's, the good Ben and Jerry's, and sit in front of the TV and just like watch a sad movie as I ate like a whole pint of ice cream, I would. I really would. It would be so good. But I can't.
Well, you can. I just don't know how good your dairy-free ice cream options are.
Not very good.
Oh, well, shit.
And I don't really, I mean, Dre and I talked about this, I don't really eat a lot of sugar. I mean, I'm not like on a keto diet. I just don't really like sweet things. So yeah. That's not the worst. Not the worst thing. I do fuck with Oreos, so they are vegan. I do fuck with Oreos.
God. Sorry, I don't know what that noise was, but I was just like, oh, I love Oreos. Oh.
They're so
Have to
good. I
admit
was
it.
just like, when I found out they were vegan, I was like,
Yes. Fuck
but
yes.
I tried something last week and I forgot to text you about it and I was really creeped
Okay.
out.
Tell me
So,
about it now.
have you ever eaten a fig? Like a real fig?
Sorry, this is not an ASMR video. Um, so like I eat fig Newtons and like fig bars all the time. I don't know if I've had it. I think I've had like a real fig. Go on.
I, first of all, when I had the fig, like it was given to me, I was real, foods don't creep me out. And like, I don't have like oh, ew. Like, I've eaten a tiny octopus. Like, I've bit the head off of it. Like, food doesn't bother me. Oh, sounds my stomach. I mean, that's
Well, yeah.
different. I literally got the fig. My friend and I got a fig because we both never had one before, and I was like, okay, like there's like this big controversy if it's vegan, not vegan. I don't really freaking care. Like it's food. I need to try it. They gave it to me, and I was disgusted. Like I I had one of those like reactions where it creeped me out, but like I had to try to eat it, and then
Yes.
I've read about figs before about the whole wasp
I
thing
was
and
just
like
gonna bring that up,
being
but go on.
digested, and like I was fighting that instinct of taking a bite of it. I was like, I'm gonna find a wing in my teeth or something. I know, and like even though like it wouldn't be there, but I'm like mentally I was preparing myself, and I
Right.
took a bite, and it's so crunchy on the inside, and
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
and that creeped me out, and I was like, I can't finish it. I gotta spit this out. Oh my god, I can't. I could not finish it. It was just I cannot eat figs. It was so gross. I couldn't do it. All I was thinking was like, there's a wasp in my mouth. There's
Oh my God.
oh,
So,
it was so gross.
okay, so was this like a fig from like the grocery store or like you plucked it off a tree? Like where are we at here?
So her coworker brought figs in because she's never had a fig. So I don't know where he got them from.
Okay.
They were fresh figs. That's all I know.
Okay.
It was gross.
Also, go ahead. What are you going to say something?
No, it was just really gross. That's all.
Oh,
I can't articulate how disgusting and
can
how like
dig up.
appalled I was when I put that fig in my mouth.
So for anyone who doesn't know, the way that like figs pollinate is like there's a specific fig wasp that has to like go into the flower, like the flower shaped a certain way, and then it pollinates it, and then I think it lays its eggs in there as well or something, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And then and then as soon as they like have the eggs, then the actual mother wasp just dies. And so then like all the other wasps like get to, fly out before it becomes like a fruit or something, right?
Yeah, and then the fig digests the mother wasp
Correct. So that's what
because the wings get ripped off when she goes in
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. So anyway, so that's why Kat was like, could be eating a wasp wing. And I told that fact to like actually one of my friends just one of the other weeks, and she hates bees and wasps thusly. And so she was like, I am never eating a goddamn fig again. And I was like, I literally eat figs every single day, but not like fresh ones.
I really don't like figs. Like I didn't
Hmm.
really like fig Newtons. And
Hmm.
they taste it. I mean, it tastes like fig Newtons, so you probably would like it. You
I
really
probably
would.
would.
I just it's a texture thing. Like I'm not a texture person, but like it was a texture because it's a slimy outside, crunchy inside.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I've ever had a fresh fig. I think when I worked at the winery in California, they did have fig trees, but I don't remember if the figs were ripe or not and if we ate them. But I know they had like oh my god, peaches or some shit. But I am so weird about eating shit off the vine. So like I know a lot of people are like totally fine doing that. And I realize that our ancestors, that's what they lived off of. But like being in a sanitized world, I'm not used to it. And I'm like, bitch, I need to wash this off first. I need to cut it open. Is there a bug? Is there a worm? Like, I'm not here for it. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
So like,
I understand. 100%.
girl, I don't know
100%.
why. Yeah. And then like, that's why I don't like apple picking, because yes, you'll get a few good apples, but like you have to like touch your hand has to touch like all of these like gross ones first. I don't know, girl. I don't know where this is coming from, but anyway. More
Sorry,
of the story.
I realized what today was. We were talking about it the first. I was like, fuck, I need to pay my rent.
Oh, I did that.
So I'm sitting here like trying to be all casual, like I'm not just looking at you. I'm also looking at my money. Leave my money.
Just casually making sure that I have a roof over my head. Yeah, I had to pay my rent on Friday, so yeah, girl. Yeah. It's that time of the month.
I know, so much money goes out of my account.
No, it's so sad. It's like I get my payday and then I'm like, oh, so much money. And then I like pay off my credit card and my rent. And I'm like, oh, no money.
I know. It's
every
so
time.
Oh
gosh.
I had to tell you about my endeavors with
the
consumption of the first time of figs. And it was definitely it's
a hard feature pass.
And the other thing that grossed me out when I looked inside the fig, it had all like the seeds in there. And they looked like little eyeballs to me.
Don't say that.
Like literally what they looked at. I was so freaked out because all I was picturing was a wasp in there. and I think that's what got my headspace, is like knowing how figs are pollinated really fucked me up.
It's a mind fuck to think that like evolution went that way. Like that's the way it all happened. It couldn't just be a regular, just like pollinate. Okay, you're good. Bye. Bzz. No, it had to be like kamikaze into this fucking flower. Like I don't know.
Oh my gosh, because like the girl, like my friend I ate it with, she didn't know how figs were made. And I was like, I'm going to tell you a little story time.
And so let me tell you about the birds and the bees.
I was like, do you want me to tell you before you eat the fig or after you eat the fig? Because you might not eat the fig if I tell you before. And she's like, just tell me before. Then I told her, and she's like, I'm like, you better eat that freaking fig. Put that fig in your mouth.
You're eating it too. We have the same knowledge now.
I'm like, if I had to stick that slimy ass thing in my mouth and try not to think about the wasp that was digested in it, you need to eat it.
We're going on this sinking ship together.
She really liked it though, and because she also likes fig Newtons and stuff. And it does have that like that subtlety of a fig Newton, but it also had like a subtle aftertaste of like a raisin.
Yep.
And I hate raisins.
Oh, see, I love raisins. I feel like I'm one of the only people that I know who like raisins. Like everyone on the internet shits on them. They're like, they're just dried out grapes. Just eat real grapes. Don't let them. I was like, but they're good. And like this is weird. The only raisins I don't like are actually like wine grapes raisins. Is that making sense? Okay.
Yes, it makes perfect sense.
Okay, great. Because when oh my God.
They're definitely different. They're different. They're 100% different.
They're way drier. Like the raisins you get in the store are actually juicy compared to like what you get like in California. Cause like someone, so the winery I worked at, one of the owner's husbands, like literally that was his job, was to sell dried wine grapes, like chocolate covered or like whatever. And so I tried it, and like even the chocolate, I was like, no, I'm not into this. But it exists.
Yeah. My mom is obsessed with raisins. And I remember I tried a raisin when I was young, and I was like, why would I eat the old people of grapes?
The old people of grapes.
Literally what I called it. The old people of grapes.
Oh no, I don't want
Oh,
that image in my head. Stop
well,
it.
now you have it.
I just had raisins today, you asswipe.
Well, ew.
Listen.
I just don't like it because it's chewy.
Yeah, you're a texture person. I am too, but not like as bad as you are.
Yeah, no.
I feel like.
Because that's why I also don't like. I say I'm not a texture person, but I guess I am.
Yes.
Because I don't like taffies either. Because
Oh.
they're so chewy. And
Okay.
I don't like them getting because it coats your teeth and your mouth, and I'm just going like a dog when you give them peanut butter, like.
That's my gripe with Butterfingers, is that they taste so goddamn good, but then after I'm done eating them, I'm like sitting there like picking like at my teeth. And I know you probably like never eat Butterfingers because like we said, you don't like sugar, but like I'm like, I can't eat these very often because I just don't want to sit there and like jam my finger up my mouth every time I eat one.
I feel that when I eat a hot Cheeto and the powder's all over my mouth, and I'm like,
bruh, you got to try the hot Cheetos mac and cheese if you have not yet.
I will get some lactose pills and I will ingest that.
Oh, right. Yeah. Also, don't kill your stomach, on top of like the flaming hot and the lactose. Please don't.
It's like heartburn, blown out butt cheeks on the bottom. It's gonna be. I was
about to say that's gonna be one sore asshole. So gross.
Oh my god, the imagery is just terrible right there. Oh my god.
Oh, God.
It's like the version of the worst flu ever. The worst stomach flu ever. It brings me back to what was it? The spring of 2014 for me in New York.
Oh Lord. I love how every bad food poisoning story has like it was the summer of 2014.
Yep. The spring of 2014 in New York City.
I
was so glad that I held out all the way until we got to New York, because this is when I took a train from Indiana all the way to New York.
Ooh.
And I felt like something was wrong. And I was okay. And then that night we got to New York and I was literally busting ass, and I was hurting. It was just terrible. And then New York, there's no place to sit in New York unless you're eating. So like I'm walking around like the park and everything, like holding my gut like I'm just got punched in it because I have no body strength.
Oh, dude.
Break. It's of course
supposed to be having fun, not clenching cheeks.
It was not the spring of 2014. It was the spring of 2015, because 2014 I went and jumped off a waterfall in California.
Well, how about you, Miss Little Adventure?
That was fun. I also sliced my foot. Oh, my sliced my foot open. Sliced my foot open.
Yeah.
You definitely need to be wearing shoes when you go jumping.
Waterfall jumping. Duly noted. I would be literally too chicken to do that. So I was about to say my one story that's like yours, spring of 2015 New York. Mine is spring of 2018 Chicago.
Oh, no.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, poor. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's gonna be all right. You don't have to worry about it.
That was awful.
Oh, that's so bad.
Listen, I knew going into that Korean barbecue restaurant I was gonna have issues. I just didn't realize they were gonna be that massive.
Well, like, this is when you started to give up meat.
No, it wasn't.
Was it then?
It wasn't until 2019.
Okay, so 2019. This is, you weren't eating a lot of red meat though.
Correct. I've never been a big red meat eater, so like, and especially not up until that point.
Yeah. I knew it was something, so it was, you weren't eating a lot of red meat. But I was like, girl, we gotta try it. This is when homegirl was not vegetarian or vegan. She didn't worry about lactose problems.
Nope.
She went hard in the paint.
Oh gosh.
Oh god, it was so good.
It was all that food. Dude, that food was worth it though.
Oh, 100% worth it. I love
And
that.
hey, you know what? It cleared me out. I was looking extra snatched in them skinny jeans that night. So
You did for that concert. You look good.
worth it. Had to look snatched for my queens, okay? Just didn't know it was gonna be that way.
Oh my gosh.
Shoots magoots. Anyway.
Anywho, well, today we have Dre looked up some interesting stuff. She looked up some unusual holidays.
I feel like I'm gonna do this every week now because I just think it's fucking fun. So we are recording on March 1st, and today is World Compliment Day, and also Plan a Solo Vacation Day. So I am challenging each of us to compliment each other. Just one.
Not hard at all.
Okay. I'll compliment you first.
Oh.
How about that? Okay.
Okay. Hit me with your best shot.
Oh gosh.
Fire away.
What don't I like about you, Kat?
What I like about you.
I like how good you look in lipstick. That's so facetious. You look good in lipstick, and you are a great dog mommy. And I don't know. You look good in everything you wear. Is that too vain? I wasn't trying to get too deep.
You're so vain.
You're so vain.
Well, Dre,
I mean, like, obviously you're like a good friend and a good listener, and like it's awesome that we have like the same, what do you call it, interests.
What is that English word, you know?
What's English?
What is that? What is English? I do that at work. I will sit there and I'm like, what is the English word for this? Like oh my God.
Spanish, Korean, Japanese.
I'm like, what is this word?
Oh gosh.
There was once that I actually like couldn't think of the English sentence, so I started going off in like Japanese. And I was like,
that is,
and I was like,
so funny.
Fuck. And no one knew understand because everyone in my work speaks English. Like that's all they could speak. They don't even know basic Spanish. Just so I'm just like, so I was doing hand gestures. I was like, I can't think of the English.
I was like, I need y'all to tap your mime. What do you call it? Abilities. Your mime abilities.
I need you to charade the hell out of me.
Yes. Charades. Yes. That's so funny.
Dre.
Okay.
I like that you look good in bright colors because I'm not a bright colored person. Like, I feel like darker colors look better on me. Mm-hmm. But like, girl, you snatch it up with the yellows, the mustard yellows. You couldn't catch me mustard yellow, but you want that mustard yellow.
I work it.
And you are literally the queen of motivation. This girl, like, if I didn't have her, I would be like, I eventually get to that podcast. Like, the Virgo comes out. And
yeah. Listen, it's hard for me to motivate myself. So if I can motivate other people, that's a goddamn feat. I will motivate people motivate is not the right word. I will force people to like go to the gym and things like that. And they'll call it motivate. I know. I was like, no, I'm just forcing you.
I love it. I love it. It's also, like voluntold.
It is voluntold. Also, I think it's hilarious you think I look good in bright colors because I love wearing dark colors. Like I love wearing black.
I know you do because you and I wear like the same tones. Mm-hmm. But like then you like come out with the mustard yellows and the oranges, like the very autumn colors and a sprinkle of summer. And then I'm just like, damn, she's looking good today. Like, girl work.
I know. I was like, I really want to wear this headband because I haven't worn it yet. And I was like, what am I going to match it with? And then I just pull out this peasant top that I just haven't worn yet.
You just call it a peasant top?
It's absolutely a peasant top. Like it's cropped. There's like little eyelet holes in it. It's like got the fringe on top.
I'm feeling like orange today. I'm just wearing my peasant top.
I didn't want to be noble. I just wanted to be
oh my gosh. And here I look like a mom that just came out of yoga class.
No.
Like, excuse me, drop my kids off at school, get a little after school club, I'm hitting the gym, gonna do some yoga, really do some work on my glutes.
Girl, no, like we said before the podcast, you look like a visco girl. You got your hair up in a bun. You got the bralette peeking out from your oversized shirt. You've got, hold up your wrist.
I don't have
Okay,
my
you have a watch. You don't have a scrunchie, but.
It's right here.
Oh,
That's what I did earlier. I was like, where the fuck is my scrunchie?
okay. I only heard hair tie, not scrunchie.
It's in
Okay.
my hair. I have another one, but I don't know where it's at.
Listen.
Dang.
Remember
Actually,
when
I have like 3.
Oh,
Any of
God.
that.
Even though I have thin hair, I do not like scrunchies. They just don't hold in my hair. They just slip right on out.
Yeah, they don't hold my hair very well. That's why I have like that and a hair tie-in.
Yeah. Good call. Look at you. Ingenious. I love it.
You love it.
We love it. Also, I feel like this is just like a COVID question, like, where would you vacation? But like, if you could do a solo vacation, is there any where that pops up to mind? Was that English? No, it wasn't. The rules are made up. Nothing matters. It's fine.
As much like I do want to go over to, Korea and Japan. I want to do that with somebody. Like I want to do that with like you or my older brother.
Yeah.
So if I was going to go on a
together.
solo vacation, I would go back to Portugal.
Oh, okay. Why would you go there solo?
It was awesome. I loved it. I got drunk 7 days a week.
Vino.
Yeah, off of wine. It's not like, oh my God, an American getting drunk. Like I can be a classy drunk. Thank you. And everybody thinks there's a classy drunk. People do not know I'm drunk.
No, you are so sneaky.
I'm very sneaky about being drunk. And I won't have a broken ankle this time. So I can walk around, go to like the cathedrals. I can go on the bike rides and really tour around Lisbon and go shopping and like get some more fish because they have really good seafood there. I'll give up my vegan vegetarian ways to have fish. Their fish is so good, and their pumpkin soup is
dude, no, I'm sorry you can't go without me.
Okay, so
okay.
Where would you like to go?
If I'm gonna go somewhere by myself, I would rather stay in the US or Canada. Just because I'd have to think about it. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, you know what? I would go to like Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I would go to like a massive national park where I could take my time by myself. I'm not on anyone else's schedule. I'm not on anyone else's pace. I can hike as fast as I want or as slow as I want. And
there you go.
Yeah. Listen, every time I go to national parks, I'm like with my family, like AKA my parents. And basically we go the same like speed because I'm like, you know what, if you're walking slow, then we can get through the whole day together. But still, it's like, I don't know. There's like also things about like the trips, like with them, I was like, I could climb over stuff, but they couldn't. So I felt bad if I left them for too long, even though they're grown ass adults and they don't need their like 29-year-old child babysitting them.
I understand
That's what I would do.
I understand that. I have like this guilt of leaving people behind.
Yep.
Because I'm just like, I know that you're like only like it was really bad. I would go to Cedar Point and I would go on a ride and I would feel bad for the people who were waiting for me because I was like, oh my God, they're waiting on me. I need to hurry and get on this ride. I need to do it. And then I gotta go. I gotta dip.
I gotta
dip. And I was
same thing.
Like, I was like, don't wait. I hate people waiting on me. I'm like, go do your thing. Like, leave me. I'll find you. Just drop me your location. I'll find where you're at.
I know. Dude, that's same thing has happened to me at amusement parks. I'm right there with you, man.
So bad.
No, when we went to Arches National Park, like, there was one trail where you had to climb up like a steep rock to like pass through it, or you could go the super long way around, but the sun was setting. And so my parents were like, well, can you even climb up that? And then can you see if there's another trail? So even though they told me to go climb a rock and go find another trail, I felt bad leaving them for too long because I was just like, I can't be away from my parents. I think I was just more scared of being like left alone. I was like, don't leave me.
Oh my goodness.
But
Oh my
then
gosh.
I got a super dope picture from behind that arch, and I'll post it on our Instagram. It was worth
I
it.
love it. I love it.
For the gram. Anyway.
Do it for the gram. Bitches love the gram.
We love the gram all day. Okay. Do we want to talk about child predators now?
What a transition. So Dre and I were trying to think about what we're going to talk about today. And one of the big topics in the news was something that I think Dre and I have touched on before. And it's the types of influencers that are out there that still seem to have such a prominent forefront in just typical social media. And the fact that this person survived cancel culture for this long is quite impressive. But that means we need to go harder in the paint. And it's for the right reasons, though.
For the right reasons. That's why I said child predator.
And the big topic was about James Charles.
Dun, dun, dun.
And how he's getting away with all these inappropriate messaging and photoing with minors. Mm-hmm. And then claiming that he was lied to about their ages.
But he wasn't actually lied to, apparently. Because Kat was playing like a Snapchat news story reel about it. And they said in it was like, there was no evidence that these boys like lied or anything like that. And so like, I don't believe in cancel culture anymore. I don't believe anyone truly gets canceled. I think Shane Dawson is probably the closest we're going to get to that. Even he's had a little bit of a comeback. Because, we live in the age of internet and our memories are very short now. And we just kind of forget that people are pieces of shit, I guess.
Yes.
I guess. But anyway, I feel like I really wish, like, James Charles, I think, is actually talented. He's not as talented as other creators, but he's just louder. But it just sucks. It's like, dude, I understand maybe you don't know the ages of these men, but like, if they clearly look, not men, boys, if they clearly look young, make sure you ask their age. Like, I don't see what's so hard about that, instead of just like blasting off pictures of your dick willy-nilly.
And like, willy-nilly. Do your research. And there was a good point that's made, like, you don't see other creators that are in the news. Well, there are some, but like, you don't see a big influx of creators in the news going and being considered as child like predators because they're going after their fan base because they know their fan base is young. Like, yep.
Like,
I don't get it.
You like, and that's the thing, is so many of these top creators have really young audiences because they're the ones who are constantly on YouTube. Like, they don't have jobs. Like, that's what they do for fun, is they watch TikTok and they watch YouTube. And so you're not seeing like all of these massive, creators doing the same thing. So it's like, sorry to like beat a dead horse, but it's like, I mean, there is one other TikTok star. She's a girl, actually. And apparently she's groomed a younger dude or something. Anyway, I'm gonna keep it there. But it's just like, stop.
It's just gross. Like, stop. Literally, like, no.
Girl, listen. I was watching SVU.
You have that problem.
Listen, I was watching SVU this weekend. And it makes me sad that like a lot of these stories are based off like true things that have happened. And it's like, God, these kids are so young and like getting groomed and they don't know any better. And it's a sick world. Sick world.
It's just ridiculous.
It is. So James Charles, you're not watching this, but if you ever do, first of all, reprimand me for using these hands. But second of all, stop it.
Like, oh my gosh. It's just,
No amount of thirst should drive you to that.
Like, no Sahara desert dry ass spell should ever drive anybody to that.
Nope. Nope.
It's just,
Go
I
ahead.
know, I understand, like, makeup these days are kind of making the appearance of younger people look older, but like this last one was like, I think, was it this? No, the one before that was like 14 years old. Like,
You
he
can't
was
cover.
he can't cover that one up.
Well, and how many 14-year-old boys do you know are wearing makeup? Yes, there are some, but
Yeah, it's becoming more prominent, but like,
yeah.
we're still in that transitional phase of like it being accepted, and I
Mhm.
still don't see a lot of it.
No, you really don't. I mean, that's why James Charles was like such like a force, was because he was so young and like very much because he was an anomaly, because the market was saturated with women. So they're like, oh, there's this like attractive young teenager and he's good at makeup. Let's bolster him up. And now he's like, what, 20 years old or something?
I
And
think he's
already,
like 21, 21.
please
Give
hold
me a
while we
second.
look up his age. He's over the age of 18. We do know that. He is 21. You're correct. Anyway.
I don't know why people want. All right. I'm gonna take this back because I don't want to seem like I'm insensitive. Because I was gonna say I don't understand why people date young, but I get it. I get it. I get it. Like, when, let's say you're like 50, 40, 60, and you want a hot little young thing. Like, I get that. I really do. I get that. Or you date somebody that's like a couple years older. I'd say about 5 to 10 years. Great. But usually people do that when they're like our age and like they're getting close to their 30s or in their 30s or 40s.
We've talked about this before, and I'll just say it briefly again. I just feel like you don't know what you want in life until you're about 25. And that's the age where it's like, okay, if you want to date 10 years older, fucking go for it. If that's what you want, if you want to date 30 years older, I think it's kind of gross. I don't know why you are attracted to saggy ball sacks, but you know what? You go for it. Or saggy tits. We're all for inclusion here. But it's just like, and also not to body shame. But it's just like, whenever a 17-year-old is like, I know what I want when I'm dating this 25-year-old, it's like, no, you don't. You have been groomed, or you've been through some trauma in your life and you don't know any different, or like someone swooped in who's older who was just like, I'll take care of you, but like really we're taking advantage of you. Like there's no good way to spin it. And and then you also think like, when we were growing up, even kids who were like a year older than us, you thought they were so much older and wiser.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
we all know where I'm coming from. So like when you're that young, and if you think like an 18-year-old is like old and you're like dating 25, it's like, no, like that's just weird. But I feel like once you get to 25, the playing field levels out, personally.
Oh yeah. No, I 100% agree, because like beforehand, like I felt like that pressure that I had to be in like some sort of like relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I hit, I think it was like last year, I was just like, you know what? I know what I fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I don't fuck with. And I'm just gonna let the dice roll.
Right.
And I feel sometimes uncomfortable when um a guy like hits on me and they're like 3 years younger than I am.
No,
And like
yeah.
I feel uncomfortable when they're 10 years older than I am.
Right. Because it's hard to gauge like where you are in each other's lives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of course you know what I'm saying. But yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's always easier to date someone who's like around your age,
Yeah.
because you're going the same places in life. But I mean, if
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, it's weird because like most of the people that like I'm friends with, they married and dated older. Like my friend at work, I think her fiance is like 5, 6 years older than she is. And like all the people that I used to work with that are my friends, like they're married to people who are 10 years older than I am than they are, excuse me.
Right. I
And
got you.
I'm just like, I can't. Like for me, my range is like, okay, it depending on the maturity, I'll date 3 years younger, maybe.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Probably not for you, man. You're
Probably
pretty
not.
mature for your age.
So my best option is to date someone who is like at most a year younger than me to like 3 years older than I am, 4 years older than I am. So.
No, I think that's I mean, like my parents are 5 years apart in age. My dad's 5 years older. And
That's
then
not
like,
bad.
yeah. And my sister and her husband, he's 6 years older than her. But like Becca's like super mature. Like she's always been super mature for her age.
Yeah.
So like dating older like made sense, or like marrying older, she's not dating anymore.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You know, so obviously it just depends from person to person, but my God, do not try to justify a 17-year-old dating a 24-year-old. Like, I'm not here for it. I will not stand for it. Like that's some fucking bullshit. Like
14-year-old, 21-year-old, like
no, I don't care if it's even if the woman's older, like if it's a 17-year-old boy and like a older woman, like that woman knows what the hell she's doing. Like it's
like
still,
I just don't understand. Like they literally just hit puberty too.
yes.
So I don't understand what the no offense to anybody that's around that age, like it's just who you are. But like from a standpoint, like us looking back on ourselves, like I wouldn't have being like how old I am now and to like looking to see if I was trying to date someone like how I was. No. Like I was like very immature. I mean, I was still mature, but I was like, but I was like immature.
We were still children trying to finish our primary level of education.
I couldn't even fucking drive.
Yeah, like children. And it's like that's what infuriates me is like I don't know why almost all teenagers are like this, because I was like this. Like you hit like 16 or 17, like I'm an adult. Like the fuck you aren't. Sit the fuck down. Like you are still a child. Please live your life like you are one. You know, but also like be responsible. Like don't burn down houses and like shit like that. But I don't know. And then it finally you get older and then it finally clicks. You're like, oh yeah, no, I was a child. Now I'm an adult and I can think critically about these things.
True.
Anyway.
Very true.
Just don't be a predator.
It's just, I don't get it. I'm so glad that things are like changing and hopefully we can get these like other influencers out of here that really do not deserve it because it's kind of gross.
Bye, Felicia. Get out of here.
Well, it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
It's time, kids.
We're gonna recommend them out.
We're gonna recommend things.
We're gonna do things with the recommendations of stuff.
Exactly what Miss Cat said. Meow meow. Okay. You go first this week.
Okay. So this song is stuck in my head because it was going around the internet. Because of a beautiful woman, a beautiful, beautiful K-pop woman.
Sunmi?
I think you know who I'm talking about.
Okay.
She did a wonderful film dance to this song. Do you know who it is?
A wonderful film dance to this song.
It's called the film, so it's a film, but it's a video on YouTube that she did a dance.
Oh, I think I missed that this week. You're gonna have to spill it.
I don't think it was this last one. Anyways, the song is called Tomboy.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Wow.
By Destiny Rogers, and Lisa did a dance to this song.
Oh.
And it was so good.
Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So good. Such a good dance. And she went hard. And like, this is why I love Lisa.
Yep.
I love Lisa.
Yes. If you want to check out that video, I'm gonna link it down below, but it's called Lili Film. I
Mhm.
think. Yes,
And it's so good.
it
So good.
is.
The song is good. Like, don't get me
Mhm.
wrong. The artist did amazing. Absolutely a fantastic song.
Mhm.
And Lisa just fucking killed it. Like, she's a really good dancer.
Such
So,
a sorry, just all around good performer, and like just shout out to Miss Monauban for all the racist remarks she gets all the time, and she's not deserving of them because she's
nah.
such a good entertainer.
Oh yeah.
She's such a good person too. But
Mhm.
anyway, um well, my recommendation, I believe, is something that probably half the world has already watched. I'm going to tell you anyway. So it's on Netflix. It's called Behind Her Eyes. Have you watched it? You have to. So, I can't really explain much except it's like this triangle, like this weird triangle thing going on with a couple and then like a third person, and it kind of gets into like some deep psyche stuff and like drugs and like all this other interesting things, and everyone has lost their shit over the last 20 minutes of it. It is a limited series. There are 6 episodes, each about an hour long. It's only 6 hours of your time. I finished it in 2 days because it was so good. So please watch it.
All right.
Especially you Kat. I think you would love it.
I will definitely watch it.
You have
I will
to.
watch it in my lovely chambers on my
Mhm.
beautiful projector
Ah,
with the
yes.
surround sound laying
Girl,
in my bed.
set yourself up for
Mm-hmm.
success. Yes,
Hell
girl.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Well,
Hell
that
yeah.
concludes this week
Concludes this week.
episode.
Sure does. Go ahead and follow us on Instagram at Kat&Dre. Boop. And then if you're watching us on YouTube, hello. Please subscribe. And if you like this video, hit the like button. We are on TikTok at Kat&Dre as well. And Twitch is still coming soon. We're getting there.
It's been busy.
It's we're so busy, guys. We are like full ass adults, and then we have to do this podcast and then other things on top of it. So like,
I'm a grown ass mom with 2 dogs. Like, one's
yes.
a baby.
Yep.
So
We're
it's a lot.
we're gonna get there eventually. Most importantly, have a wonderful last day, even if you don't want to.
Well, hopefully it's a good day.
Hopefully.
And we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.